Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. So much is happening despite the sideways movement on Bitcoin. In this video, we're going to look at WadzPay. You're going to probably say, what pay? Yeah, WadzPay. They're on the XinFin network. Most interesting news. And the price movement is really interesting too. It is a payment token. And it's, wow, I just will tell you all about it. Also, basketball legend Michael Jordan, he's putting XRP and the XRP ledger on the map. Ripple and stablecoins? Yes, Ripple and stablecoins. You really want to know what's going on there. And we're going to take a peek, of course, at what the big reveal was out of Bitcoin Miami. I want to weigh in on a personal note because I have a little bit of trouble with what was announced. But here we are. We're at the market today, over 1% up. It's at 2 trillion in terms of global market cap. In the top 100, there is Near Protocol, dang, 26% up on the 24-hour, 45% on the 7-day, followed by Ethereum Classic at 7%, Zcash at 7%, and then falling into line with strong 4 and 5% is Kava, Silo, Avalanche, Doge, Solana, ZIL, Kusama, in that order. Everything is basically up except for about 7 assets in terms of the top 100 by market cap at the time of this recording. But you can see here, Bitcoin has just really been dancing above and below this 43,000 mid-range for the last, well, since January. So the market does what the market wants to do. And even with Bitcoin and all the pumping of the BTC out of Miami, the market does what the market wants to do. All right, everybody, let's get right to it. Let's start with this Ripple and stablecoin story, all right? This is Protocol. I think there's some tight connection between Ripple and Protocol because Protocol often has very good articles. I mean, really well-written, quality. I've seen Stuart Alderati in here, who's the general counsel. I've seen Brad Garlinghouse. And now we have Ashish Burla. That is the GM of Ripple. And they did a walkthrough, which is part of their calendar days series, and they kind of focus on an executive and his day in the life. And what they did is they went through his day on March 24th. And Ashish wakes up very early, starts out a workout with his wife at 6:30 a.m. before the kids wake up, and then starts his RippleNet meeting at 8 a.m., which lasts until 9. Very impressive to see. They do a lot of education with a lot of guest speakers and people that are even within the kind of umbrella of Ripple. From 9 to 9:45, they have a product and engineering, or Ashish had a product and engineering meeting. 10 to 11 was a staff meeting. 11:30 to 12 was his day to meet with Connor, who is the lead engineer for the flagship product, on-demand liquidity, or often called ODL. Connor's been there for 6 or 7 years, so yeah, I think he really must know what he's doing. I'm sure he owns the, development for sure. From 12 to 12:30, let's see, Ashish had a meeting with a new candidate to add to the team, the vice president of payments, and I guess he was trying to close on that. But this 12:30 to 1 p.m., they had a stablecoin strategy meeting. Very interesting. We're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail, but I'll just finish the rest of the day. He had a one-on-one with Brad later on, a call with Niam. He had his work time where he, his thinking time where he's not interrupted. He can work alone. He picks up the kids, and then he has another late night call with people who don't necessarily have the same schedule as the United States. And so in that evening at 8 p.m., he met with Brooks, who is in Singapore. So he's got a busy day from early morning till late at night. But let's take a look at this meeting on stablecoins. We need to go down to 12:30 in that time block, and I'm just going to read this to you. Okay, stablecoin strategy. With the product team and, in particular, the engineering team, we like looking at potentially new types of technologies that could help provide a better experience for our customers. And so looking more and more at stablecoins as a potential offering that would help improve the customer experience and scale faster. If this were in the office, it would be on a whiteboard brainstorming. What would the benefit be to the customer? What would the flow look like? What are the risks? So I'm sure that a lot of people who read this first had a thought, oh my gosh, they're going to replace XRP with a stablecoin. No, I don't think that's what's happening here. Remember, XRP with on-demand liquidity is their flagship product, and they're not going to change horses in the middle of the stream on that one. There are regulations falling into line. ODL is expanding like it's never expanded before. It really is a solution that helps save money for their customers. Having a neutral, agnostic bridge that's liquid and that eliminates the tied up capital needed in correspondent banking. There's not going to be one world currency anytime soon. Even with the CBDCs, which are tied to sovereign fiat, they will need a bridge. And just take a look at JP Morgan. Their coin is backed to the dollar. It will work for people who are in their walled garden, in their network, and those that want to receive payment in a dollar. But I can tell you what, that is not going to be the case moving forward in the world. Everybody is not going to want to be paid in the dollar, especially when people start exercising their power, if you will, with the CBDCs. I mean, this world is changing so fast. So there is going to be a need for a bridge. And I think that the use of the digital asset XRP is stronger today than it was in 2018 when it first was launched. All right, let me just share with you what I put on Twitter of how I think Ripple could really maximize their business with the use of a stablecoin. Okay, follow me here. Imagine if Ripple offered a turnkey retail stablecoin solution. What that means retail is that this is a stablecoin that is going to be used by the consumer. Now, it's not consumer to Ripple. It is Ripple to their customers who then offer it to their customers. Okay? And it functions like a rewards token. And it's backed to the local currency. So wherever the customer of Ripple resides is how that stablecoin will be backed. If it's in Thailand, then it'll be a stablecoin that is backed by the Thai baht. If it is in Japan, it will be backed by the yen. And then that stablecoin is redeemable for crypto if the person who has it should want to redeem it that way. And that would be able to utilize the liquidity hub, which Ripple is launching. And of course, it would be not facing Ripple. This is what they call a white label solution. So the back end is being done by Ripple, but the front end is providing that interface with the customer. So the customer gets a rewards token and they think, yeah, I want to buy a little Ethereum, I want to buy some Bitcoin, I want to buy some Solana. So if the Ripple customer has this liquidity hub, of course, they will be offering that crypto as part of the redeemable option of the stablecoin. Or maybe they're going to let their customer decide they want to do some staking. I mean, DeFi is going to just blow up beyond our imagination here. And that DeFi is also managed by Ripple. Or maybe they want to go shopping. And if they go shopping locally, great. If they go shopping across borders, then XRP is used as a bridge in that online shopping. It's driving the use case of XRP. That is what I would do. So we're going to move over to talk about WadzPay. And yeah, I just, I'm thrilled. This is the price action in the last 24 hours, we have a 24% increase. It's a nice rise. Even on the 7-day, you're looking at the 7-day chart. It's been nice because it's been a little while since it has made some significant price movement. And my portfolio is very wide. I have 26 digital assets, I believe, right now, and many of them are digital assets that are used in the payment sector. And WTK with the WadzPay ecosystem is one of them. And I want to just tell you what they are talking about in regards to stablecoins. The tweet is from Anish. He is the CEO of WadzPay, and it goes like this. Dubai has been able to turn the tide for crypto payments. Latest regulations support stablecoin payments. They have opened the doors for companies such as WadzPay to proof of concept, POC, products. We are proud to be among the first in Dubai, and it's paying off. Well, we don't have all the details yet, but I think there are some really fabulous things going on. And there are some other announcements too. I'm going to do a more of a deep dive into WadzPay tomorrow. It will be the, one, two, three. I checked today. It'll be the 6th video that I've done exclusively on this particular ecosystem and their team, which, by the way, just picked up a Ripple employee, a former managing director of the Asia Pacific region. That would be Calvin Lee. Yeah, he joined them. And there's rumor that there's another Ripple employee joining this team. I haven't seen who it is yet. And no, I don't think it's Matt Hamilton. But there is, I think, probably an announcement that is imminent. Today, they introduced a new version to the XRP ledger. There are basically 3 components to this. First is the reference server implementation of the XRP ledger protocol. It is now available. And then there is the release of the XLS 20 amendment. That is for the NFTs. And then fixes and updates for stability and security. But on the back of this announcement came a really big one. The news goes across the entire globe that has nothing to do with crypto, and that is the VSA Partners helps Rare Air Media launch Michael Jordan NFTs on the XRP ledger. So anytime that there is a project that is on the XRP ledger, it does add to the use case of XRP. XRP is what secures the network, and it does burn tokens every time a transaction is done. So this is really, I think, fun because I think the exposure that this high-profile athlete, who is just really a superstar, is worth its weight in gold when it comes to telling everybody about what the XRP ledger is able to do. I just think this is a great story. The big news coming out of Bitcoin Miami today was, without a doubt, Jack Mallers announcing that the Lightning Network is going to be integrated into many different payment options. Now, I just want everyone to understand just a few things. And it's important because there's not a lot of truth being told on the stage. Right now, within the Lightning Network, there are 1,000 Bitcoins stored in the pre-funded channels. Yes, that Bitcoin has to be locked up. And few channels survive greater than 800 days. The largest channel capacity is 5 Bitcoin. 99.7% of the channels are less than 1 BTC. And the node operators, they do work on fees. I am just bothered by how it is being sold that it is completely free, because it is not. The node operators charge, and they also have reputations, and the reputations are built because it's not totally trustless. The other thing too that I think that you might be surprised to know is that the transaction data is not public. So this is so far from Satoshi's vision, if you believe in that ideology or the ethos of Bitcoin. Just saying. David Schwartz today, who is the CTO of Ripple, also better known as Joel Katz on Twitter, he posted this photograph, and with it went, "What important problem are these three legends working on? Wrong answers only." Well, I love it when he does that because his humor is just a lot of fun. So I did a little bit of research, and I want to share with you the one person here on the right, which I was able to find some very interesting video, and it's just really short, but he helped create the public key for cryptography. So I think that anybody who's in crypto should probably know those faces. And in doing so, it brought cryptography out of the shadowy realm of classified NSA espionage and into the public eye. So I'm going to let Whitfield take you out on this particular video. And I do want to say, take care, sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Which is that you have a public key that you can list in a telephone book, and I look it up and I want to send you a message, and I use that key, and I can encrypt using that key, but I can't decrypt the results. Only you can decrypt the results. So without public key cryptography, you couldn't do this without building a whole lot of centralized infrastructure that would amount to the world having to trust something. You know, the UN, the Swiss banks, the American Express, there are candidates for doing it, right? But it makes it much easier. Security is the science of minimizing trust. And public key cryptography made a great contribution to minimizing the trust